Good evening, guys. Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
SJJ.
Yeah, okay. Let me just present my screen and then we'll start. So, can someone brief me until now what we have done and what we have learned till today? Like last 4 days, we have learned something. Just a small brief of what you understood. What and all we have done? We have done print statement, how to print, and we have done input statements. We have done if-else statements. We have done nested if-else statements and all of this. And we know how to combine all of this and do some small programs. Everyone is clear with that, no? So everyone is confident that you can do small programs using these few concepts, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as I said earlier, so today we'll be doing a program called as Love Calculator, which is a quite not a exact love calculator, but a kind of a concept where you will learn how to, you will see how much you know about if else and other statements. Okay, so I'll just tell you the concept and then we'll get into the code. Okay, so basically, first of all, we take two names. That is, let's take some boy name and then a girl name. Okay, and what do we do with this boy and girl name is we concatenate it first. Okay, that is the first step. And after doing that, we are going to search the number of times each letter from TRUELOVE, that is true love, occurs in this particular name. Okay, that is TRUE, no? Wait, why is it coming? This what is this problem? Why? 1 second, guys. Yeah. So you see these words, right? TRUE and LOVE. We are going to check how many times this particular letter T occurs in this particular concatenated string of the boy and the girl's name. And then we'll do the same for R. And then we'll store it in a particular variable. Okay. And after doing that, the total number of times the letters TRUE have occurred, we will be storing it in a separate variable called score1. And the total number of times the letters LOVE have occurred in the same boy girl name, we'll be storing it in a score2, and then we'll concatenate them to give a final percentage of the love. Okay, and I know it is not some proper love calculator and all. As we move forward, we'll be doing proper ones like flames, which are a little bit complex, not for you guys to understand right now. Okay, so for now, this is the concept. Okay, so I have given few basic hints that you have to follow. So I hope everyone opens a small Python file called as lovecalculator.py and then starts coding with me. Okay. Hello.
SJJ.
Yeah, let's finish this as soon as possible and we'll move on to the interesting stuff, which is list and other stuffs. Okay. So let's finish this as soon as possible. So first step is to take inputs of the names. So help me how to take inputs of the names.
JJ, can you share the whole to-do thing?
Okay, you want the whole to-do thing? Sure,
yeah.
Sure. I'll just share it in the group, okay? Yeah. You guys can copy it and paste it in your file so that you can use it later. And in every program, you'll be having this last to-do called as to make the program beautiful. That is completely up to you. Okay. You can spend your little time to search how to make your code beautiful. Beautiful in the sense not by the looks, okay. To make it more user friendly and to make all the non-practical things work properly. And trust me, it will give you a lot of experience if you do it by yourself, okay. So if everyone has copied this and ready for the program, then just give me a thumbs up. We'll start off. Thumbs up. Sampada is ready. Ananya is ready. Okay, if you're not ready, then give me a thumbs up. I guess that'll work. Anyone who is not ready, just give me a thumbs up or any sign on your screen so that I know you're not ready. So I guess everyone is ready, no? Okay, considering that, we shall start. So first thing is to take inputs of the name. Let me take a name 1 is equal to, how do I take input? Input of enter your name. I guess this much is clear. Okay. And next one is my name 2, which is again input of enter your partner's name. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, JJ.
Yeah, okay. So I guess everyone understands there is no integer or anything in the front because it has to be taken in a string format itself, which Python automatically does. Okay. So we're just taking input. Alright. I guess the first 2 letters are simple for you guys. I mean, first 2 lines are simple. And after that, we have to make a full name. I mean, the complete name or string. Let me call it name string is equal to, I want a concatenated version of name 1 and name 2. How do I do concatenation in strings in Python?
By using the plus operator, but
Exactly.
by just using plus.
Name 1
JJ,
plus.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
It's like, see, that partners, okay. If you want to write it as partner, R apostrophe S. Okay. How are you going to do it? Is it accepting?
You can use a apostrophe because see, you're using double quotes outside, so your single quotes won't be mattering inside. Okay. You can use how many of the single quotes you want inside.
Okay.
I guess that was cleared in first class, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I guess this name string, the final name string which has name 1 and name 2 is clear. If you want to see what this name string does, in case someone has any doubt with concatenation, let me just do this and you'll see what this does. If I run this, you'll see it asks me, okay, wait, my run thing, there is an error. So I'm using Python terminal to run it. If you don't know what is a terminal, then I'll tell you. One sec. I have to refactor this. See, I told you, you have to give a underscore over here where I didn't. Okay. Now I'll use this. Love. Data.py. And it's telling me to enter my name. I'm not going to enter my name, of course. I'll enter Shamal's name. And I'll enter Aryan, 2 of my friends. Okay. And you see what happens? It prints Shamal Aryan. Okay. I guess you guys are clear with that, no?
Yes, JJ.
Okay, fine. So after this, now name string is ready. Now what does the next to do tell you to do? Can someone read it to me?
To do initialize the count for each letters in true love.
Yeah, so if you have to count the number of occurrences of any letter or anything, you have to have a variable to count that, right? I guess you would have learned this very common variable called count.
Yeah.
In most of the programming. So let me initialize something called as tcount. Okay. Tcount is equal to 0. And what I'll do is I'll copy this, Control C, and I'll paste it again and again, I guess 8 times. 8 is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess this one is extra. So T is done. Next one is R count. Okay. And the next one is E count. TRUE. Yeah. U count. And the next one is E count. And then we have L count. Then we'll be having O count. And then V count. And at last again E count. Now if you note that there are 2 E counts, okay? But we want them separately. Okay, we don't want them to get combined. So what we are going to do is we are going to call the E in true as E1. E1 count, okay? And the true I mean E in E in love as E2 count. I guess you're clear with this, no? Hello?
Yes, Chief.
Yeah, and we are initializing all of this to 0 because the count is 0. We are just going to count it inside, okay? And now to do, what is the next to do? Count the number of times the letter true, love occurs in both the names, correct? So, how do we do it? Can someone tell me how do we do it?
And we use if then. Like
If the string t in, you can use this operator called as in, which means if it is found in that, then it will increase the count, okay? And now if t in, what is the, in what?
Concatenated string.
Name string, okay? If t in name string, then count plus is equal to 1, correct? What count? T count, correct? Did I give it as T count or what? T count only. Plus it still, yeah. T count plus is equal to 1, correct? You guys can understand what is happening here, no? If T is there in names,
We can't give T count plus plus.
No. T count plus plus you can't give. Python doesn't have this plus plus operator and all. It has plus equal to. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, fine. So I'll just copy this and I have to paste it 8 times. Why? Can someone tell me why?
Why?
I have to
Because
paste it 8 times?
all letters
I have to increment for all letters. If R is there, then increase it. And if U is there, then increase it. And oh, wait. We did a mistake here. You guys didn't notice it also. Tell me what mistake we did. If we check for T in the name string and then we add 1 to the count, that means if there are 2 T's in the name string, what are we gonna do? We're still gonna have the T count as 1, which is not correct. Am I right?
Yeah.
So what we should do? We should not do this.
Index we have to take.
No.
Should we loop it?
No. We have something better. What we can do is T count is equal to, okay, in a string is an iterable. That means you can run through a string like a each letter by letter, okay. So the string has a particular function called as count, okay. So I can use name string dot count of, okay. I have to count the variable T. Okay.
Bro, you can use a for loop for that string, like that one.
For loop, no. We are teaching how to do it without for loop.
Okay.
We will come to how to do it with for loop. See, if you see this function, you will see. Let me enter the name SHAMIL and RN. It's a nice name. See, if you see that it's printing 0, that means T count is 0. So number of times T has occurred in the whole name string, okay, is 0. You can see that, no? If I give something with a T, let me say, give me some name, Timmy and Jimmy, okay, you see T has occurred once, okay, and if it is twice, let's say something like this and something like this, so you can see T has occurred twice, okay. So I guess you guys are clear with count function now.
Yes.
Name string dot count of what you want to count in that, okay. So I guess you don't have to initialize these here. You can directly use what? Count of. Am I right? When you're initializing, you have to initialize it to 0, correct?
Yeah.
But directly you can use this name string dot count of t. Will still work?
Yeah.
So can I just copy this and paste it everywhere here? Control V and then Control V and then Control V and then Control V. I can just do this some multiple times, 8 times, and I can just change the thing that I have to count. Here I have to count R, here I have to count U, here I have to count E, here again I have to count L, here I have to count O, here I have to count V, and at last I have to count E, correct? Hello?
Yeah, Junior.
Yeah, now don't you think that this 16th line and this 20th line, the value is going to be same? 16th line and the 20th line, the value is going to be same, yes or no? Because both of it are counting the number of times E is occurring in name string, yes? So can I make it E as just E count and then I can remove it from here? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have removed it from here. Okay, so this part was not required, and okay, fine. So we have done till this part. Count the number of occurrences. We have done till that. Okay. Now what I want you to do is, what is the next to do? Add the count of all occurrences of true and store it as score 1. Okay. So score 1 must be equal to the number of occurrences of all the points of TRUE. So tell me, how do you do it? Basically T count plus R count plus U count. I guess it's getting clear, no? There is no confusion or anything, no?
No.
So I guess this will give you your score 1. T count plus R count plus U count plus E count. Yes? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me take score 2 and I have to add what? All the count of LOVE, correct? So I can take L count plus O count plus B count, and don't forget you have to add E count also here, correct? Correct, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have count 1 and count 2, that is score 1 and score 2. Now I want to concatenate it and give it. Okay, how will I do it? The last step. Can someone help me? How will I concatenate it and give?
What?
I have to concatenate score 1 and score 2 and give my final value as my percentage.
First, change them to strings.
Exactly. So you shouldn't forget that this whatever score 1 and score 2 you have taken are in integer format. Okay. You cannot concatenate two integers. It will just give you the sum of those two integers if you use plus operator. Okay. So you have to concatenate it by converting it into string. Okay. So let me just make a variable called as final score. Okay. Is equal to. Now tell me, how will I convert it into string?
String of
str of score 1, okay, plus str of score 2. Okay, so this will give me a concatenated version of it, and now I can just print my message saying your love score is, and I'll use f string of course because I have to display my final score also inside it. A percentage. Can I give it as percentage? Okay, so I guess the code is over. So let's just try the code. I'll give Shamil's name. Shamil and Aryan. Let's see what is their percentage of love. Very bad. It's just 11%. Okay, someone who's very interested to give their name to try in this. Sampada, your boyfriend name?
I don't know.
I don't know is not an option.
Okay, give some actor's name.
Actor, Ranbir Kapoor.
5.
Ranbir Kapoor. Hey, your score is 32. That is a nice score. Okay, someone else? Diksha.
Varun.
Oh my god, 49, 43. Someone else. Guys, anyone want to test your love percentage?
JJ.
Ah.
You test.
JJ and imaginary.
Okay, fine. I will test. Wait.
Someone you test. You and someone.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my god, it's 55%.
Oh, highest.
Hey, you know what's my girlfriend's name? No?
What?
Emma Jean Ari. If you read it together, it's imaginary.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, so I guess you guys are clear with this program, no? Guys, just please tell me if you're clear or not. Because from this, we'll be moving on to the next concept, which will be interesting. So if you tell me, we can move on to the next one. You guys are clear? Or is anyone still doing it?
JJ, my PyCharm is gone. It's showing me this configured Python interpreter. Invalid Python interpreter, it says.
Invalid Python interpreter.
Yeah, I mean in college when I did it was running properly only.
Yeah.
Let me figure it out. Please, I'll use an online thing or something.
No, wait. See here. If in this right corner, does it say Python 3.1 or something else?
Which corner?
The right corner. Okay, you will be in the run. You'll be in the run, no?
It's 3.1 only.
Okay, just give me a minute. I know what is it called. This is option over here. No, actually not here. I don't know why that is. Modify run configuration. Why is it not running? Run in Python only it's showing, no?
It's showing invalid Python interpreter selected for the project.
Why it just
I don't anything. I just opened it. Leave, I'll figure out. Don't want to waste.
Okay, fine. Okay, next somehow we're not doing any program, so we'll be learning a bit of concept only. So take your time and figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So next thing we'll be learning is something called as random. Okay. So does anyone know what is random in Python? Please answer, guys. At least in common, do you know what is random? No one knows what is random, huh? Or no one wants to answer. Hello? Why is it so silent? Okay, so even if you don't know what is random, let me just tell you, random is basically random. When it's completely random, you call it as random. What is this? It generates random numbers within specified digits. Okay, that is one part of the module called random. Okay, there are so many other applications for random module. So in Python, to do random things, in your teachers would have never taught you something called as random because they wouldn't have touched this topic only. Okay, but you should understand that Python is very compatible to do things like very random and unpredictable things very easily with a module called as random. Okay, and to import any module, you should remember in Python, like as in C we did hash include what stdio.in, no, stdio.h. Yeah. So what do you think you're doing here? You're basically including this header file into the program so that you can use the functions defined in this particular header file inside your program, correct? So here in Python, we use something called as import, okay, and the name of the module. And here we are going to use something called as random. So just open some random file, I mean a basic file where I opened a file called chuma.py, and you can just start typing with me so that you can see how it works. Okay. So import random is the first step you have to do when you're using anything as a random function. Okay. I guess this much is clear. Okay. So in random, we have few functions like random.random and random.random, and all of this dot, whenever I say a module name and dot and some other function, it means a function of it. Okay. Function means it will do some particular work defined already. So now let me just show you what random.random does, which is a basic function. Random.rand int. Okay. So it's rand int. It's very compulsory that you remember these few keywords to use in your future. Okay. And once you open the bracket here, you will see that inside here it is asking a as an integer and b as an integer. Okay. So it's asking what? Hello? What is it asking inside? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you guys don't want to answer, but it's fine. It is asking for a lower limit and an upper limit to basically find a random integer from that particular limit that you're going to give. Okay. So let me just give 0 to 10. Okay. 0, 10. And let me just print it. And you will see that every time I run it, okay, this my problem. Yeah. So every time I run it, let me just run chuma.py and see what happens. You see, first time I ran it, it gave me 2, which belongs to the interval 0 to 10, and this 2 was chosen randomly from 0 to 10. Next time I do it, it is again 2. I don't know why. See, next time it is 5, okay, and then randomly next time it's 0, and then it goes 7, and then it goes 4, and then it goes 1, and then it goes 7 again, and then next time it goes 5. So basically, it picks randomly from the given set of integers. Okay, so that is a function of rand int. I guess that one is clear, no? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I muted everyone or something. I guess no one talking all of a sudden. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I guess random.random, I guess it's clear for you guys. And we will see other functions of random as we move forward. But first, let us do a small program using random.random. Okay. And this program is basically everything. I mean, it's something that we do in our day-to-day life. How many of you have played this heads or tails? Someone put some message. Raise hand up. Okay. Only Sampada played heads or tails. No one else plays heads or tails. It's very common, right? We just take a coin and then we flip it and then we be like heads or tails and then we play that. No. So it's completely random that what happens once you land it on. So similarly, we'll be making a program which gives you heads or tails randomly. Okay. Without any interpretation, it will give you a random value of heads or tails. Okay. So let us do that. First of all, can someone just guess or help me with the information that you've got? What is the first step we have to do? We have to get a random integer. Yes or no? Hello? Hello? Okay, so we have to first get a random integer, random.rand int from 0 and 1. Because there is only two possibilities. It should be either 0 or it should be 1, correct? Because it's either heads or it's tails, correct? And can I store it in a variable called as choice? Choice is equal to random.randint of 1. And let me just print this choice and check if it works. It should be giving me what? Either 0 or 1. First time it's giving me 1. Second time it's giving me 1 again. Third time 1 again. Fourth time it's giving me 0. Fifth time 1 again. Sixth time 0. So it's giving me randomly. I hope that is clear, no? Okay, so I don't want it to give me 1 or 0. So I want it to give me either heads or tails. So how would I do that? Yes, come on. This is very simple. This is one line. We have been doing this only for 4 days. We have to use an if statement. Am I right?
If it is 0,
Yeah.
then it's
If choice is equal to 0, then basically you have to print, let's say heads.
heads. If it's 1, else, then tail.
Else, let's use LF, because for some days let's use LF. If choice is equal to 1, then you have to print what?
Tail.
Tails. So I guess this program was very simple and clear, no? But
Yeah.
I'm sure people wouldn't have thought this, because this one, they don't think this is a really good one, but it will be used in a lot of places. Okay, so heads and tails, and see, you get tails next, and then you get heads, and then next time you get heads, and then heads, and then tails again. Now, when I'm using my terminal, I see that there is so many things on the top. It's irritating me. Yes or no? Okay, it's completely irritating me. So every time I run it, I don't want this extra piece of things to be there. So what I do, I import some other module, another module called as OS. Okay, and this OS is a function which we use just to beautify the things. Okay, and there is a small function in OS called as OS dot system of single quotation CLS. Okay, and what this particular line does is it clears the screen before running the program. Okay, I have given it before running the program, so it clears the screen once it reaches to that point. Okay, so see, if I run it, see, here's this program, just gives me head and it comes to the next line. And if I take the next one, it still gives me head again, heads again. See, now it gives me tails. I guess this one is clear, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess this program you would have done, you would have implemented in your system. Is there anyone who didn't get anything from till now? Is there any doubt or something? Because I don't see you guys talking. Am I going too fast? Sampada, am I going?
No, it's fine.
Okay. You guys are able to do this, no? You got the head and tail program? Okay, Lavanya says yes. Okay. Okay, so enough of today of all this random and stuff. Now let us stop the programs for some time and let us learn something called as lists. Okay, and what do you know about list till now? Can someone tell me what is list? What do you know about list? On basis of, or an array, you can call it an array if you're a C programmer or something. What is an array or a list? Can someone tell me?
A collection of data of similar data types.
Yeah, so it's basically a collection of different variables, correct? So in C and other languages, we would have done these long programs to just sort an array, to just add something to an array. We would have written some 10 lines to take something from an array. We call it the popping algorithm, and then we call it the pushing algorithm, and then there is so much complex stuff. Okay, if you know C, you would be knowing it. Okay, or any other language. But Python makes it so simpler and so much easier, and all the programs we did till now can be taken or elevated to the next level if you're using list with them. Okay, so let us basically understand what is a list. Okay, for that I am going to some place called as Python console. If you can see in your PyCharm, you have this more tools window. You will have this Python console. It will either be here in the more tools or it will be in this place. Okay, you can find it, and once you open, you'll see something like this. Is everyone here? The place I am in? Did you guys find it? Python console? Shall I show it again? Yeah, you'll either find it over here in this list called more tools, okay, as Python console, or you'll find it in this place with this Python logo called Python console. It's not a terminal, it's not the run bar, it's Python console. Please open it, as we can understand the list and other things better in this. Okay, it's way better. Once you guys have opened it, let me know. We'll start off with lists. You can open your mic and talk. Guys, open the Python console. Is there anyone who's facing any trouble in opening the Python console? Or you didn't find Python console yet? Please let me know, that is when I can help you if you are not able to. How many of you have opened the Python console? Sampada opened it. Lavanya, Vaishnavi, Mansa, okay. Ananya got it. Isha? So she got it. Okay. What about the others? Others are, is there any problem, or you guys just don't want to raise your hands? Okay, I assume that you people don't want to raise your hands, but I hope there is no problem. So let us see what are lists. Okay, so list is a data type which is a collection of multiple data types. Okay, and to define a list, we use something called as square brackets. Okay, let me take a list called as my list and let me define it as a empty list. Okay, I want you guys to do this in Python console with me so that you understand how lists work exactly. Okay, so once you have defined it, just press enter, and you see on the right hand side you can see this particular table kind of thing where it says my list and the list of 0 with empty bar. Am I right? Is this visible to everyone? Is it there on everyone's screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, first of all, I want to make a list of fruits. Let me make a list of fruits. Can someone give me some set of fruits? Apple. Then? Huh?
Mango.
Mango. Okay. And then every element in list should be separated by a comma. Okay, that is the first rule. And leaving that, there is no big rule. And you can use strings inside a list. You can use integer inside a list. Any other data type you can use inside a list. A list is a collection of multiple data types or variables, okay, which need not necessarily be of the same type. It can be of different types, okay. So next one is what? Kava. Something else? Banana. Anything else?
Jackfruit.
Grapes.
Jackfruit. Jackfruit, of course, grapes. Okay, I guess this much is enough, correct? Now once you do this and then you give enter, you see here there is another list created called fruits with apple, mango, guava, banana, jackfruit and grapes. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this much is clear. Now first thing I want to do is I want to add something to this list. Okay, I want to add something to this list. How will I do it? That is my first question. Does anyone know already?
Append.
Yeah, plus equal to won't work in list properly, okay? Not always.
Fruits dot append.
Okay. So in list we have something called as functions for lists, okay? So fruits, fruits dot append of. This append is a function to add any particular object to the last position. Remember this word called as last position because it'll tell you how to add it to the particular position you want, okay? So this append will take whatever you're giving inside it and add it to the last position. Let me add something called as papaya. Papaya is fine, okay? And the moment I give enter, if you see here clearly, it would have changed and added papaya at the last. You see that? Or I can print fruits and see. If you just give fruits, it will print in Python console, okay? You don't have to write print fruits. So you see that papaya is here. My fruits initially did not have a word called papaya, but I appended papaya to it, so it had papaya. Okay? Hello?
Yes, you're getting it.
Yeah, you're getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, this was how to add it to the last place. Now, there is something called as insert. Fruits dot insert. And trust me, what this does is, see, the moment you type this insert, you see that here it says, it gives you a hint called self, index and object. Okay. By this, I guess you can understand that you have to give the index you're going to plug it to and then the object that you have to plug it. Correct? Self is not something that you have to give, that you'll understand eventually. So index and objects are the two parameters that you have to be passing. So inside the bracket, what should I pass? First, the index that I have to put this particular word that I'm going to give into that. That is, let me take in the first index. First index means in the place of mango, correct? Yes or no? Because apple is 0th index. I guess that much is clear for everyone. Huh?
Yeah.
Mango is the first index. Guava is the second index. This is the third index and this is the fourth, fifth. Okay. So if I insert something to the first index, mango and all of that will move one index after that. It is not going to be removed or something. It will just move to the next thing. Let me add something. Cherry maybe. Cherry is fine. Let me just give enter. And now if you see here, you would have seen that it changed. Apple and then cherry came and then mango came. You see this? Is it easier now?
Yes.
I'm sure your teachers would have asked this as a program to do. In a list, add something in between, which would have been written as a 10-line program, which is just a 1-line thing in Python, which they didn't know, basically. Okay. So this is one particular option in Python. Okay. And now you understood how to add something to the last as well as a particular place, correct? Now, next we'll be seeing how to remove something from fruits. See, the moment I type remove, I have something called as just the value. It's just asking me the value. That means what should I remove is the only thing it's asking. Let me remove banana. Okay. And you see, if I print fruits now, is there banana? Where is banana? It went home. Okay. Hello?
That's easy.
Okay. So, now I wanted to remove banana. So, I gave the value banana to the function called as remove and I removed it. Okay. But now I have a list of 1000 items. Okay. Consider I have a list of 1000 items and I don't know what I'm going to remove, but I know which index I'm going to remove. That means I have to remove whatever is there in the third index. Okay. But I don't know what is there in that index. I don't want to specify it. Whatever is there, I want to remove it. What is there in the third index in our particular list? Guava. Correct?
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay, so I want to remove it, but without specifying guava. How will I do it? There is something called as fruits.pop. And you see what it says? Self, index. Okay. So this index is the index value that you're going to give. Let me give 3. And you see, now it just says what it removed also in console. In the program, it's not going to say it. It's just going to say here. So if I remove, see, I don't have Gava now. Hello?
It's working.
Okay, it's working. Okay. Now, I want to replace something. I want to replace mango with the red mango or something like that. Okay. I want to replace this whole word with something called as red mango. How do you think I would do it?
Is there a function called replace?
Replace is there, but do you think you should do replace? I can just give this fruits of 2 is equal to, and I can just give red mango.
Yeah.
It's gonna work ultimately. See, now if I print fruits, and you see,
that is if you know the index. Okay, what if you don't know the index?
Fruits dot replace. I don't think replace is there. If you don't know the word you're telling, if we
don't know the index of Java, see, what if there are some 1,000 words in this list?
You don't know what is the index of Java and you want to remove it and add it to that index. Okay, here we don't have something called as replace. Okay. So what we'll do over there is, that is a good question. First of all, we'll find what is the index of mango. Let us see, now we have cherry. Okay, I want to remove cherry and I want to add, what do I want to add? Give me some banana I want to add. Okay. I want to remove cherry and add banana, but I don't know where cherry is. Okay. So I'll use something called as index of cherry. Okay.
Okay.
And if you see it, it says the index of cherry. That is 1. In this particular list, it gives me the index of cherry. So I guess index function is clear. Yeah. Now what can I do?
Now we can
fruits dot remove of, actually pop, because you know the index, no? So you just use pop of 1. Okay. And after that, fruits dot insert in first position. What you're gonna insert? Banana. And now if I print fruits, what do I have? See, instead of cherry, I have banana now. Beautiful.
Okay.
See, if you understand lists, it's very easy and it's gonna make all of your functions so easier. Okay. So not only these, there are so many else. Okay. Now I want to arrange this whole thing in alphabetical order. How would I do it? Normally in C or something, you use something called as bubble sort, which is a hectic method. Some 25 lines method, correct? You have something called as fruits.sort. See, if you just click fruits and dot, you see there are so many functions that are showing. Leave the functions which has double underscore and all. All these functions are functions of your list. Okay. So we have done append. Okay. Copy will do, count will do. Sort, if you see, it has 2 things. Key is equal to none and reverse is equal to false. Okay. So we don't have to mess up with these things. You can just give sort. Okay. And guess what happens? Apple, banana, grapes, jackfruit. See, it gets arranged in alphabetical order. Instead of the previous order that we had, it got arranged in the alphabetical order. Okay. And if you have a list of numbers, consider we have a list of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, something like this. Then if I use numbers dot sort, it is just going to sort me in the number, ascending order of the number. See, 1 and then all the 2s and then all the 3s and then all the 4s and then all the 5s. I guess this much is clear, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now we have something called as, I have a question now. I have sorted it from small to high or from alphabetical order, but I want to do it in the reverse order. How would I do it? Numbers, or let me take fruits itself. Fruits dot sort of. If you see inside sort, you have reverse is equal to false. Last time when we saw other things like pop and all, it just had a name called index, and it didn't have anything is equal to something. Okay, those are called positional arguments. Okay, we will look into it a little bit later, but just remember that those are called positional arguments, where you don't have to specify anything like index is equal to 1 anta, you don't have to give. Okay, but whenever they are using something like reverse is equal to false or something, then you will have to use keyword argument, where you have to give this reverse is equal to and true. It wasn't false and it should become true, correct? And in Python, true is a boolean value which we represent by capital T and RUE. Okay, so if you see now, my fruits got sorted. Let me just print fruits and see. See, red mango, papaya, jackfruit, grapes, banana, apple. Easy, no? Is there any doubt with this till now? Now I want to do something which we did earlier. Okay, and most of these functions, strings and lists, are nearly similar. Okay, you can use most of these functions for strings also, but most of the times we'll convert into a list and use, because that's way better and way easier also to access. Okay, so we'll see that later. And now I want to count the number of times banana is there in my fruits list. Okay, so I just use very simple English fruits.count of banana, and you see it says me 1. Okay, and let me count how many times I have 3 in numbers. Okay, you see it says me 2 times. And remember, you shouldn't be giving a string value over here, because all the values inside this are integers. Okay, if you give a string, it will give you 0 basically. Okay, I guess this much is clear, no?
Yeah.
Okay, now let me see what other functions are there which we haven't done. Copy is just make a copy of itself. I'll just show you what it does. Clear is this thing. Extend. Okay. Index. We have done reverse. We did. Reverse is just whatever is there, it will reverse. We'll see that. Remove we did. Insert we did. Index we did. Pop we did. Sort we did. Count we did. Append we did. We haven't done copy, clear, extend, and reverse. Correct? So let me see what happens if I do reverse. And I'll click fruits. Just see, last time when I printed fruits, it was red mango, papaya, jackfruit, grapes, banana, and apple. It just reversed the order and gave me whatever order it is. It didn't sort it in any way like alphabetical or anything. It just reversed it and gave it to me. Okay. If I use the same thing again, it is just going to reverse again. See, it reversed again and gave me. Okay. And now what else is left? Fruits dot copy. So when I give this copy, make sure you look into this right side. Okay, the right side where it shows all the variables. Okay, so the moment I click it here, why didn't it show here? Okay, basically it's just copied, but I don't know why it's not showing here. It should be showing here. Basically what it does is it makes another variable called fruits. Okay, with the same things whatever is there in it. Alright. So now I'll teach you something called as extend. Okay. So now we have fruits dot extend of. Okay. This function is going to do something. You have done string concatenation, right? We did string concatenation, no? Yeah, but we don't know how to do list concatenation, and most of the times people don't know to do it, because it's the only way to do list concatenation, or else you have to do a 10-line this thing. So if you have two lists or two iterables, you can concatenate it by the element called as extend. Okay, so let me concatenate numbers to fruits. Okay, and let me see what happens. And now if I just print fruits, you will see that after getting till apple, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of this. Beautiful, no? Hello?
Got it.
The only condition with using extend is the moment you do this, you see it says iterable. Okay, you need to know what is an iterable. Integer is not an iterable. Okay, that means you cannot run through an integer. You can only run through a string or a list or a dictionary. Okay, string, list, dictionary are iterables in your Python language. Integer is not a iterable. So you cannot give an integer like extend of 1 to like extend of 12. You cannot do this. It will throw me an error. Okay, but I can just give a random integer, I mean string like my name. Okay, and you'll see the magic. It extends the list of fruits by each letter from this. If you see it, see, after getting 1, 2, 3, 4, it extended the list by each letter from the string I gave. Does this make the work easier? You guys are clear with this, no? I know it's a lot on one day, but you'll get used to it. That is why I told Python console let's use, because you'll see what is happening every step. It will become easier. Okay. So I guess list operations are clear. Is there anything that we left in list? Dot and then you see clear. Okay, we didn't do clear. What does clear do?
Me that using this function extend, we can't just like give a word. For that we have to use
give a word. You can give a word, of course.
Okay, then why is it just splitting everything into characters then?
Because it's iterable. See, what this extend does is it will go through every element of whatever iterable you're giving.
Okay.
And it will add it. Okay. If you want to add particular words to that as a whole word, then you have to give it in a list format. When it runs through each element, it's gonna take each word from it. Okay.
Okay.
So see, now fruits.clear, guess what it is?
Is it going to clear all the elements?
That's all. See, fruits went 0. See here, fruits went null.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just tell your doubt. Okay. See, fruits dot extend of. If I wanted to extend my name in total, what I would do is I'll use a list variable like this. That's all. And now it'll be like fruits. It'll have my name in it.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that is clear, no? Yeah, no? Okay. So in today's class, did anyone have any doubt regarding this? The class is over as of now. So I guess today was interesting, as well as tomorrow will become more interesting as we work on with all of this. Okay. I just cancel this.